all this drama was so that she could take over the rights of the book from him, if that really is the truth, as people have speculated. I don't know these people. I do not know. I do not know. But if that is the truth, it is completely ridiculous and honestly borderline demonic.
Hi, my name is Adise. Welcome to Tits for Titos. If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. Please comment, stay, subscribe, like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. If you're joining us again, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it. Today, if you've seen the topic, today we're going to be talking through 3 lessons that has stood out to me since the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni drama. Now, if you've never heard of the Blake Lively Justin Baldoni drama, I don't know how you're living your life that you can avoid it. I wish I were you. I genuinely wish I were you. There are some lessons I think we can take out from it. Some lessons have definitely stood out to me. Please drop in the comments if there, aside from these ones that I've mentioned, if there are other lessons that you have learned from it. There are tons of lessons, but these ones are just, for me personally, for my life, these ones are just the ones that have stood out the most to me. Now, this drama has been happening for, honestly, almost, I don't know when exactly the drama started, because they would never tell us that. We would never actually know when the tension started. We can speculate, and I think the speculations have been almost on par since, but we really can never know. Only Blake and Justin knows what happened. Only Blake and Justin knows what happened. We don't know, and I don't even know if their spouses know, because that's the one thing I want to ask them. Like, really, what happened? Because, okay. Let's get into it properly. All right. Before we start, I just want to mention this. It is very, very exhausting to me. Very, very exhausting to me that every time a celebrity fucks up, we are shocked. The amount of shock. He's like, oh no, I thought that we were Jesus. What is wrong with you? Why? I'm not saying that we should not express surprise or concern or whatever it is we're expressing, but the shock is and sometimes I think, because content, everybody has to create content. So I'm like, I think that the shock is performative, but it's not. Like, people genuinely are shocked. Like, people are heartbroken by Blake. They're like, oh my God, I can't believe she did this. Well, we don't know if she did anything, but they're like, I can't believe she did this. Are you joking? What? Now, let's do this together. Let's think of this together. Can we? Okay. Think of the wealthiest person you know. Think of the most influential person you know. Think of the most charismatic person you know. And when I say a person you know, not George Clooney, you don't know that man. I mean, a person that is visible to you, a person that you have their number, that you can, maybe not touch, but you know what I'm trying to say. Think of that person. Think of all the people you know, your classmates, your work colleagues, your family members. Think of all those people, and think of the one person that is most influential, if it's one or two, that is most influential, the wealthiest. Is that person the most grounded person? Is that person the nicest person? Are they the kindest? Are they the most self-aware? The answer is fuck no. So why is it that when we see a celebrity that honestly lives in an alternate universe, especially if they're an A-lister, they live in a completely alternate universe than an average person? So why is it that every time something happens, we're like, oh my, we are so shocked. We are shocked that a girl that has been in the limelight since she was a child, now I think she's, 40 or in her late 30s. We are somehow shocked that, oh, this person might not be so, she might not be the, nice summer girl that we want her to be. Although there's some celebrities that are not, like, I don't think Mariah Carey, I don't think she wants to be relatable. I'm And funny enough, I think our celebrities should, they should be like that. I don't think, like, be yourself. Well, being yourself might not make money. Anyways, but I think it's absurd. It's absurd that we expect these people to be whoever it is that they are selling to us. It's absurd. It's absurd. Let us stop it. We look dumb. We look dumb. Every time we are shocked, we look dumb. Okay? Stop looking dumb. Stop being shocked. Stop it. No. Ugh. Okay. Before I talk about the lessons that I've personally learned from not learned per se, but it has just really stood out to me so clearly since the Blake and Justin Baldoni saga. I'm just going to go through a very brief, and when I say brief, this is very brief, because I think this whole drama has created content creators. There are pages on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, I'm sure, dedicated to this drama and this drama alone. They are creators. This is the only content that they create. Their content creation, their pages is only around the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni saga. What side am I on? To be honest, I'm not on anybody's side. And I say that consciously because we don't know who these people are. That's one. However, the evidence so far makes her look like a bitch. I mean, I don't know. They are set to go to court March 6th. I hate that I don't like that I know that, but I do. Anyways, they are set to go to court March of 2026, and we'll see what that brings, or we'll see what evidence she presents. At this point, she needs a bomb. She needs something that would make everybody forget about all the other things that he has presented. So far, she doesn't look good. It's not looking good. But on both sides, reputational damages have been done. On both sides, and people have been saying that it is impossible for them to come back from it. I don't think so. I think they can, especially him. Actually, she has more resources. If she had not, done the whole December 21st lawsuit / complaint that she dropped against him, I think it was very possible for her to have come back from the press, from the bad press that she got. But Blake, I feel like you just keep digging, you just. Anyways, let's go to my lessons. I don't want this to be too long, so let's go to my lessons. Now, before I actually go through the lessons, here's a quick recap. Colin Hoover writes a book, right? Justin Baldoni, who is a producer, a director, he's also an actor, he purchases the rights to this. He acquires the rights to this book. Now, he adapts this book into a movie, and as in the process of doing that, he casts Blake Lively as the female lead, who plays the character of Lily Bloom. He plays the character of Rye, who is the male lead of the movie. He's the abuser. Rye is the abuser. Lily Bloom is the person getting abused. January 26, 2023 is when Blake and Justin are announced as the stars that are going to be playing out these characters, Lily Bloom and Rye. Remember, Lily Bloom is the person getting abused. Rye is the person that is the abuser in the book. They announced this in January of 2023. There's some criticism about it, but for the most part, everything is fine. Everything goes well. Between May 2023 and May 2024, the movie is shot. Production starts and production finishes. Within that timeline, the SAG-AFTRA strike happened, which delayed production, but production finished somewhere around May 2024. Now, August 6th of 2024 is when we see the first glimpse of what I would call the crack. I feel like it's when the crack happened. Now, before this time, there had been rumors of behind the scene dramas, but there are always rumors of behind the scene dramas
with movies. So it's like, okay, well, people did not get along. Shocker. But there were, rumors, there were blind items, and people were analyzing, but nothing over the top. August 6th of 2024 is when we really see the cracks start to happen. We see Justin walk the red carpet alone. That's when the red carpet for the movie happened. We see Justin in the red carpet alone, like a divorced dad in a PA meeting, and we're like, why is he alone? Because Blake is with all the other cast members. Now, when this happens, people are speculating that he must have done something, and when people are speculating a man has done something in 21st century, what has it done? Something sexual, yeah. Anyways, people are speculating that Justin had done something, and the speculation, well, at least the one I saw, was more around Isabel Ferreira. I'm not sure I'm saying her name right. She is the actress that plays young Lily Bloom in the movie, and all these rumors are going around. Then, before we could say Jack Robinson, Justin hires a crisis PR firm, Jonesworks, to manage the crisis. And that's another thing I think was a red flag, because he wasn't really having that much of a bad press. Anyways, now around this first week of August is also when we see a lot of bad press around Blake Lively, because she had, it's not when it started, but it's when it really, I feel like it really took on another level. Because as she was promoting, people criticized how she was promoting the movie. People said a movie that was about, domestic violence, really these heavy, sensitive issues. Why in God's name are you also peddling your cocktail alcohol brand, whatever it is, and your hair products alongside it? My good sis just trying to hustle. Grab all the money she can get. So people really criticized that. And honestly, I thought it was, I genuinely thought it was just going to be that. I thought it was just going to be that. This was going to last for 2 weeks and everything was going to be over. Wrong, very wrong. Last night, 2024, the movie is released. It is a box office success. And again, I genuinely thought that because the movie was such a success that, okay, things are going to die down. No. Now, the bad press, the Blake Lively bad press at this time went on for August, September, October. And every time you think that it was stopping, it wasn't. Because there were blind items about how she was a diva on set, how she was mean to Justin, how she turned everybody against Justin, People started analyzing when they worked with her, when she was rude to them on the set of Gossip Girl. It was a lot of things. Now, December 21st, 2024, Blake files a CRD complaint against Justin. And in the complaint, she was essentially accusing Justin of sexually harassing her during the movie. And at this point, I felt like things sort of started to turn a little bit, just tilt a bit in her favor. And, there were all these people saying, well, you see, this is why we should always believe a woman and all that. Now, in my opinion, this is when things got interesting. December 21st, the New York Times released a hit piece on Justin about the sexual harassment allegation. And they were very much, the tone of the, if you read through, the tone of it was very much in favor of Blake. And this, and I think that sort of gave it a lot of weight. That gave it a lot of credibility, because people were like, oh, well, for the New York Times to bring out this hit piece, this has to be true. Blake must have a lot of evidence against him that she had presented to the New York Times. Now, Blake sues Justin Baldoni for sexual harassment something about defamation, cooking up, trying to smear her name in the media, blah blah blah. Justin sues her back. Justin sues the New York Times for $400 million. Justin sues Ryan Reynolds. And that was when I was like, wait, pause. What has he got to do with this? Come to find out, he has everything to do with it. And I think that was where when those lawsuits were filed, that was when we really got to a point of no return. Because the mommy sleuths, they went to work. They went to work and what? Honestly, Brian Friedman should be paying the mommy sleuths because they are working. But first week of January 2025, Justin releases footages, evidence, audio, text message screenshots between himself and Blake, himself and Ryan. And when you look at the text messages, you can see that at the beginning of the relationship, everything really seems to be fine. You know, the tone was very much so. Okay, you know, you guys are the stars. I'm grateful. It sounded like he was very grateful to be in their verse. You know, and when you read through the messages, you can literally see when things take a shift. But that shift that happened, we would never know. We genuinely would never know. Because, we would never know. Because when you're reading through the messages, it's respectful. They're even joking back and forth. Then, suddenly, you know. Anyways, and honestly, from after he released the screenshot text messages audio, it has been honestly back and forth. Both of them amending their complaints, amending their lawsuits. It's set to take place in New York. Again, I'm butchering the timeline. There is so much more that happened in between, so much more, and even people piecing together behind the scenes, right? Like people piecing together messages from other people that were around them at the time, and so many other things. I think this definitely was preventable. You know, this was preventable. If really she is lying or she is exaggerating, all this drama was so that she could take over the rights of the book from him. If that really is the truth, as people have speculated. I don't know these people. I do not know. But if that is the truth, it is completely ridiculous and honestly borderline demonic. Where are they now? At this point, I believe they have both amended their lawsuits, and I'm not sure if they are filing more lawsuits. These are my 3 lessons so far. Number 1, know when to stop. And this is, for me personally, sometimes I feel like I don't know when to stop. I don't know when to let things go. Know when to stop. Like the spirit of discernment that tells you, okay, you know what? This is where I should stop this. Because if she has stopped this in whatever it is that she was doing in August, this would have been long gone. This would have, honestly, yes, people will still talk about it a little bit, but she will go away for a year, go to some, I don't know, sanctuary, do the whole Hollywood thing, come back after a year and said, oh, she has learned, we leave, we learn, we move on. And people would have moved on. Anyways, know when to stop. Second lesson, always have people around you that ground you. No matter how wealthy you are, how famous you are, whatever it is that you have achieved. Don't have the third one. I think this might be the most. The third one. This might be the most important one. In anything you do in life, try to prevent the mommy sleuths on TikTok from finding you. Because they will find you. They'll find you. Oh my goodness. It's been crazy, but again, we would never know what happened. There has been speculation that, you know, she was interested in him or she wanted to have an affair with him, and he did not oblige. I think that's nonsensical. I don't think it's true. Every time a man and a woman has issues, you know, it has to be about. No, I don't. I think that's nonsensical. I don't think that is it. I don't think that is it at all. But who knows? We would never know. We would never know what soured between them that made this all go south. We would never know. But hey, so that's it for me. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Please like, comment, subscribe. Please, 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 please. Share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's get as much eyes on the channel as much as possible. Bye bye.